Hey everyone, I'm Danny and welcome to Wizardry Workshop. In this video, we're going to be opening up the Wizarding Trunk. This is their bi-monthly subscription, and the theme on this one is favorite wizarding lessons. I also got a second box, and this one is like extras that you can add on to your Wizarding Trunk box. So the Wizarding Trunk is going to start having add-ons. So for a little bit extra, you can add specific items to your box. I don't know how often or how many they're going to do, but that's what this is. So we'll open that after the main box. If you like what you see here and you like my design work, because I do a lot of design work for the Wizarding Trunk, and you'd like to subscribe to the Wizarding Trunk, you can use my discount code that is Wizardry Workshop, all one word, and that will get you 10% off your first box or 10% off your purchase in their online store. So the box itself is a design by me. This is kind of like the new standard Wizarding Trunk, the Owlery, which is their bi-monthly box. It's basically like Owl Post. It's all wrinkled. It's got stamps on it, all that stuff. On the inside flaps, you can see we've got the Wizarding Trunk pattern. And here's what's in the box. The first thing I see is this. The Sorcerer's Guide to Magical Herbs and Fungi. This appears to be a book bag or a laptop cover. It looks cool. I think this is a mandrake on the back here. It's got a nice design, vintage looking design around the edges. We got some mushrooms there. Pretty cool. Moving on, I see an item that I designed. The next bookmark in the set of bookmarks that I'm doing for the Wizarding Trunk. These aren't just any bookmark. They are made of metal and they are cut very intricately, and they all have a charm that hangs on them. This is the book cover that I designed for the Wizarding Trunk that goes along with this bookmark. It is Magical Creatures A to Z. And as I said, I did a set of book covers for the Wizarding Trunk that goes with the Harry Potter books. Basically, you can reskin your Harry Potter books with these special covers. And so these are a set to match those book covers. And the charm here, as you can see, is a little hippogriff. Next, we've got a couple of little kind of pouches in here, so I'm going to see what's in these. It's usually pins, and it feels like pins. In the gray bag, we have, this is the next shop pin. It says Clean Sweeps. It's a broom shop. These are a set we've been getting from the Wizarding Trunk, so we got this pin banner, and they are sending us these shop pins. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I put this one in the wrong spot. The Sweets shop, which doesn't look anything like that, but it definitely looks a lot like this one, so I think it's supposed to be right here. I'm surprised no one called me out on that last video. And this one clearly is going to go right here. Oh, we also have another pin. I can feel it right here, and I wonder if this is another shop pin in this blue bag. Yes, it is. You can see it's shaped like a little building. Divination. Okay, cool. This is a divination shop. And easily we can see it goes right here. That is very nice that we got two in one box. Next up, we've got just this plain brown box. So let's see what's in it. Oh, okay. So this is a miniature. Wizarding Trunk does a lot of miniatures out of resin. And oh, hey, it's got a slot in the back. So this is actually a coin bank. I like that, especially because it has a practical use as well as just being a display piece. That's really cool. So coin bank boggart cabinet. Next, we'll go for this box, which has a hogshead on it. They've been doing their own shop, which is the Copper Kettle. It's kind of like the Hogshead Inn type shop. So here is the next item in that set. This is really cool. These are salt and pepper shakers, completely plated in gold. Not real gold, but you know, plated in gold, and they look like little flying boars. And one of them has 2 little holes and the other one has 3, so you can tell which is which. These are pretty cool. I mean, fancy. They'd be nice to get out at Christmas time. I usually bring it all out, but at this point there's like so many items in the set, I'd have to like clear off my table for them. So yeah, if you want to see all the other items in the set, check out some previous videos, but these are really cool. I like the salt and pepper shakers. And it looks like we're almost to the bottom here. There is a couple more things. One, this is an item I designed. Well, the packaging to it I designed. They are Moonstones by Pure Blood Apothecary, and check out that silver foil. We've got some phases of the moon around the edges of the box. Recharge your Moonstones by placing them outside or on a windowsill under the light of the full moon overnight. So now if we open up the box, let's get this out of here for now. And then we've got some stones in there. These are a really cool stone. You can see the light. It's hard to catch in the camera, but you can see the light coming through them, and it just has a nice color all throughout these. They're not just white. You can just tell they're not real stones, but they are cool for display. So you're not really going to be able to use these for any of your witchcraft. And then we have another item, and I do know what this is already. I've somewhat seen it, but not very much of it. The Seer's Inner Eye Tarot deck. So this is apparently a full deck of tarot cards. We are not going to look at them all, but I will give myself a 3-card reading. On the inside, that's nice. They're like gold foiled on the edges. All the cards in here are foiled in gold. So all the artwork has a gold foiled look to it. They're kind of like smaller than a normal deck of tarot cards though. Normal tarot cards are a bit bigger than this. It's the right dimensions, just scaled down a bit. So let's do just a quick little tarot card reading, 3 cards. First we got to see how they shuffle. They don't like being riffle shuffled. I mean, I know they are brand new, but they don't like being riffle shuffled. They bend really easy. So I would say don't riffle shuffle them. Just mix them up the best you can. Now that the cards are nice and shuffled, we're just going to take 3 cards and put them down on the table. This is past, present, and future. So the past was the 7 of Pentacles, which symbolizes patience, perseverance, and long-term rewards from dedicated effort. Well, yes, I feel like I have been rewarded for my dedication. The present is the Queen of Cups reversed. Reversed cards have a different meaning than right side up cards, so if they're upside down, they mean something different. And it indicates emotional immaturity, insecurity, and a tendency to become overly sensitive or clingy. I don't feel that that's me in any way, shape, or form, so it might represent someone in my life. So yeah, the cards don't always mean you. This could be someone who is in your life, some outside influence on you. And the third card is the future. It is the Knight of Swords, and it's also reversed. A lack of focus, impulsiveness, or the need to slow down and reevaluate actions. It can suggest missed opportunities, feelings of being stagnant, or even being out of control. If that is my future, I better shape up because I don't want any of that. Very cool to get a tarot deck, a full tarot deck in this box. And here's the prints. So I designed this page. The Wizarding Trunk writes these and I designed them. This is part of a set. So we've got like a bunch of different pages from this same book and we are collecting them. If you'd like to read through it a little bit, there's the front and there's the back. The next print we have is a hippogriff, maybe a setting sun or a rising sun blasting in the horizon over there. That's a really cool print. But then this curious thing right here, so it says the Wizarding Trunk on one side and the other side has, oh cool, like a bunch of magical creatures. We've got a phoenix, a centaur, a troll, a unicorn, and then we also have a snowy owl up here, which is really cool. Is this a sketchbook? Oh, that's so cool. This is a sketchbook. So I haven't ever seen a sketchbook in a subscription box, at least not one that I've gotten. It's usually like a journal or something like that, but a sketchbook is awesome. The paper has a nice feel to it, and it's all just white paper. This is really cool. So, oh wait, no, there's more. I forgot, and this is one that I designed. I just totally forgot about it. Oh, not all of it though. Some of it is not what I designed, but these are stickers. They have a nice texture to them too. They're not shiny so much, but they have like almost a leathery feel to them. That's very interesting for stickers. We've got Divination, Charms, Dark Arts Defense, Herbology, and Magical Creature Studies. This is what I was talking about that I designed. It is a restricted section checkout card. It says, this pass must be relinquished upon checkout of any one book. And on the other side, it says, this student has been given permission to check out one book from the restricted section on a topic of their choosing. Validated by DB. If you're wondering who DB is, that's Dustin. He runs the Wizarding Trunk. And then I also did this non-magical payment card skin. It's kind of like a set, so it matches the other one. And it's the same design as the front, but this is like a sticker you can peel off and put on top of your credit or debit card. And it's got a cutout so your card reader will still work. So that is definitely everything in the box, but let's go ahead and go over the spoiler just to give credit where credit is due to all the different artists who worked on these things and collaborated with the Wizarding Trunk, and then we'll open up that box of extras. The Seer's Inner Eye Tarot was a collaboration between Spiritual Arts and the Wizarding Trunk. The Magical Creatures drawing pad was designed by JP Misselcrow. Both the Divination shot pin and the Flying shot pin were both designed by JP Misselcrow. The Magical Lessons stickers were designed by Storm Sparrow. The Sorcerer's Guide to Magical Herbs and Fungi book sleeve, so it is a book sleeve. Apparently it is reversible, but it was designed by Storm Sparrow. So let's see what it looks like if you reverse it and how easy it is to do that. Pretty easy. Okay, so the inside is just a pattern of different like plants and stuff. That's cool. It's cool to have that option, but I like the other side. The Hippogriff lesson print was designed by Giza Graphics. And the editor's choice is, who's that guy? Who is that? Nobody knows who that guy is. It's Peter Kenneth, the Potter Collector. The next bi-monthly theme is the Copper Kettle. You're gonna wanna get that because we also have an important announcement. There will be exclusive items in the next bi-monthly box, the Copper Kettle. In order to complete your set, you must get the Copper Kettle box. These exclusive items will not be sold in our online shop. Also, we've got the Archive of Wizardry coming soon. That is something I can't really, we'll talk about that in another video. And that is the cheat sheet. Now it is time for me to pick my 3 top favorites. I'm gonna set aside everything that I had a hand in designing because I don't pick my own items. I feel like that isn't really cool. So I'm gonna pick from everything I didn't design. This is gonna be a little tough because most of the stuff left here I kind of really like. Coming in at number 3 is gonna be the Seer's Eye Tarot. I love tarot cards and I love that we got like a full tarot deck in this box. There are a couple items that I kind of like better than this, only because they're kind of hard to shuffle. That's the only issue I have with them, is they're kind of hard to shuffle. Coming in at number 2 is going to be the Copper Kettle Salt and Pepper Shakers. I think these just look really cool and I'll definitely use them like at a fancy party, dinner party or something. And then coming in at number 1 is going to be the sketchbook. I just love that there's a sketchbook in here. I like the art on it and the paper quality is really good. Let me know what your top 3 favorites were in the comments below, but we're not done yet because we got to open up these extras. It doesn't give us any clues as to what it is. 3 boxes. And then we also have this, a metal straw with a straw cleaner. So let's just go ahead and start from right to left. And here we go. We've got a tumbler. Hey, this is a pretty cool griffin print on it. It's like parchment, it says griffin, and it has like information about the griffin with different angles of drawings of it. I'm sure that this is what that straw goes to. So add-on number 1 is the griffin tumbler. Next we have a box with styrofoam inside that's almost impossible to get out. Oh yes, actually I did know about this. Dustin mentioned this to me and I was super excited about it and I can't believe I forgot. It's been a while. yeah, these stacked cauldrons. I just think this is such a cool thing. The stacked cauldrons. It's gonna look wonderful on a potion shelf with all these tiny little stacked cauldrons. It's just so good. This is awesome. And then the very last one, I do believe, is something that I designed the label for. It is a potion. The wax seal says Pure Blood Apothecary. And right here we've got a pretty cool charm on it that is like a half moon or a thumbnail moon with a skull. And it is Living Death. So that's the label I designed for this. It was totally bottled. Everything else was done by Pure Blood Apothecary. It says, warning, highly dangerous, induces death-like slumber. So I like all the purples and I like the charm and stuff. This is a step up from what we normally get from the Wizarding Trunk, although their potions are always awesome. Look at how swirly and magical that is. I love the gold in there. This is really cool. And that's it. That's everything. Again, let me know what your favorite items were in the comments. If you made it all the way to the end of the video with me, you're a wizard. Give it a thumbs up down below if you did like this video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed for more Harry Potter unboxings, DIY projects, free downloads, lots of stuff. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.